Okay, so today or in this video, we will discuss the addition of integers. So you will learn here on how you will add integers. So we have here three different ways on how we add integers. So ito yung tatlong iba't ibang paraan kung paano natin or paano kayo pwedeng mag-add ng integers. So una, pwede tayong mag-add ng integers using tiles, using number line, and using rows. Okay, so we will discuss it one by one. Okay, let's start with addition of integers using tiles. Okay, so ano ba yung tiles na yan, or bakit nga ba natin or meron tayong addition of integers using tiles? Okay, these integer tiles can be used to physically represent the addition of integers. Okay, so magkakaroon tayo ng tiles dyan, and each tile has its own representation. Okay, the first one is the shaded tile. Okay, so this shaded tile, ang nire-represent niyan is a positive integer or a positive 1 as an integer. Then, this unshaded tile, ang nire-represent naman niyan po is negative 1. Okay, so ulitin ko, kapag itong shaded, ang nire-represent niyan ay positive 1. This unshaded tile, ang nire-represent niya naman po ay negative 1. Okay, take note of this na kapag meron kayong neutral pair, so pag sinabi natin neutral pair, isang shaded at saka isang unshaded, pag pinag-add po natin sila, they are equal to 0. Okay, so positive 1 plus negative 1 is equal to 0. So pag meron kayo nakitang magkapares na isang shaded tile at saka unshaded tile, automatic they are equal to 0. Okay, so let us add the following integer using tiles. Again, we use the shaded region to represent positive 1, this unshaded tile to represent negative 1. Okay, so let us add positive 2 and positive 3. So, i-represent muna natin sila. So, since that is positive 2, ano po yung gagamitin nating tile? Is it the shaded tile or the unshaded tile. So, may linaw po, since siya po ay positive, so we will use here a shaded tile. Okay, so ito pong dalawa. Next, i-represent naman natin, so ito na po yung plus. Okay, so this is the two shaded. So, ito na po yung plus. I-represent naman natin si positive 3. So, since siya po ay positive, again, we will have here 3 shaded tile. Okay? So, kapag pinag-add natin ito, so 2 plus 3, ilan po lahat yung shaded tile natin, we will now have here 5. Okay? So, malinaw po that 2 plus 3 is equal to positive 5. Okay? Next, let's have the next example. We have here negative 3 plus negative 4. Okay? So, kung mapapansin ninyo, ang ina-add natin ay negative. So, malinaw na ang representation nito, negative 3, at saka itong si negative 4, is this non-shaded or the unshaded tile. Okay? So, we have here negative 3, kaya meron kayo dyan na tatlong unshaded tile or a clear tile or a white tile. Okay? Then, plus negative 4. So, we have here 4 white tile. So, pag pinag-add natin yan, magkakaroon tayo ng how many? 7 na tile. So, since ito pong nire-represent ng white tile na yan or ng unshaded tile na yan is negative, so therefore, the sum is negative 7. Okay? Next, let's add negative 3 plus positive 3. So again, itong negative 3, ang i-represent niyan is the unshaded tile, while positive 3 will represent here the black tile, okay, or the shaded tile. So to represent negative 3, so magkakaroon tayo dyan ng tatlong white tile or the unshaded tile. And then, we have here positive 3, magkakaroon tayo dyan ng tatlong shaded or black tile. Okay? So, again, take note of this. Kapag may nakita kayong neutral pair, isang white tile at isang black tile, so automatic they are equal to 0. So, how many pairs do you think do we have from this Example, so we have 1, 2, 3. So they are equal to 0. May natira po ba? Wala. So therefore, positive 3 plus, negative 3 plus positive 3 will have here the answer, which is 0. Since lahat po yan, or we have identified here 3 neutral pairs. Next, we have to add negative 5 and positive 4. So again, we represent first this negative 5. So pag nirepresent natin si negative 5, magkakaroon tayo dito ng 5 puting tile. Okay? While we have to represent positive 4, so ang ire-represent niya naman dyan ay 4 na black tile. Okay? So 4. Now, meron kaya dyang neutral pair? Yes, meron po. So let us count. So we have here 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? May natira po ba? Or ano po yung natira? So may natira tayong isang puting tile. Okay? So that one white tile represents negative 1. So therefore, negative 5 plus positive 4 is equal to negative 1. Okay? Next, we have to add integers using number line. So, gamit naman po ang ating number line. Now, here are the steps in adding integers using number line. So, the first one, we will start at 0. Then, we will move to the right to add positive integer. And we will move to the left if you are going to add negative integer. So, again, going to the right kung positive integer yung i-add and going to the left kung negative integer po yung i-add. So, ang first step, lagi tayo mag-start kay 0. Okay? Now, let's use the same example that we have a while ago from adding integers using tiles. So, we will compare our answer. Okay, so let us add 2 plus 3. So, if we are going, our number line here will be like this. So, from 0, you will go, since siya po ay positive, 2. So, we will move 2 units to the right. So, we have 1 and 2. Okay? Now, from 2 or from positive 2, mag-a-add tayo ng positive 3. So, since yan po ay positive, ang direction pa rin po natin ay sa kanan. So, we will add 1, 2, 3. So, saan po tayo natapos or saan po siya tumapat? And that will be their sum. So, therefore, positive 2 plus positive 3 will give us 5. Okay, so nakita po. So, that's why the answer will be 5. Next, negative 3 plus negative 4. Okay, so again, we will have here our number line. So again, we will start from 0 or we'll start at 0. So yung una po, we have here negative 3. So from 0, since siya po ay negative, so we will move 3 units to the left. So we have 1, 2, 3. Okay? Then, mag-a-add tayo ng negative 4. Okay? So, again, that is a negative integer. That's why, again, we will move another 4 units to the left pa rin, since yan po ay negative 4. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So, saan po tayo natapos? So, natapos tayo kay negative 7. So, therefore, the sum of negative 3 and negative 4 is equal to negative 7. Okay, another example, let's add negative 3 plus positive 3. Okay, from 0, puntahan natin si negative 3 or i-add natin si negative 3. Since siya po ay negative, we will move 3 units to the left. So we have there 1, 2, and 3. Okay, plus, ang i-add natin ay positive 3. So, kung mag-a-add tayo dito ng positive integer, from negative 3, mag-move naman tayo to the right. So, pakanan naman po, since ang i-add po natin ay positive. So, from negative 3, move tayo to the right, 3 units. We have 1, 2, and 3. So, saan po natapos? Or saan po tayo tumigil? So, your answer here is 0. So, therefore, negative 3 plus positive 3 is equal to 0. Okay? Next, we have negative 5 plus positive 4. So again, we have here our number line. So from 0, again, we always start at 0. So you will move to the left 5 units to the left. So you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? From negative 5, mag-a-add tayo dito ng positive 4. So, since siya po ay positive, so ibig sabihin, babalik tayo ng 4 na unit pakanan. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, saan po tayo nag-stop? So, nag-stop tayo kay negative 1. So, therefore, or malinaw po, that negative 5 plus positive 4 is equal to negative 1. Okay? Now, let's add integers naman po using the last one, which is using the rules. Okay, so we have to follow these rules in adding integer. Okay, to add integers with like sign, so you have to add their absolute values and use the common sign. So kung ang i-add natin na integer ay like sign, so ang gagawin lang natin, pag-a-add din lang po natin or pagsasamahin lang natin yung kanilang mga absolute value at kokopyahin natin yung pareho nila na sign since that is, or we are dealing with here, the like signs. Okay? So let's have this example. Positive 2 plus positive 3. So getting the absolute value of positive 2 and the absolute value of positive 3. So the absolute value of 2 here is 2 and the absolute value of 3 is 3. So therefore, 2 plus 3 will give us 5. Okay, so the answer will be 5 or positive 5. So again, kapag po ang ating sagot is positive, you don't need to write the sign. Okay, next example, we have here negative 3 plus negative 4. So since pareho sila ng sign, pareho silang negative, i-add lang po natin ang kanilang mga absolute value. So, we will first get the absolute value of negative 3 and the absolute value of negative 4. So, ang absolute value ng negative 3 is 3 and the absolute value of 4 is 4. So, therefore, 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. Ngayon, ano po ba yung common sign nila? So, yung common sign or parehong sign nila is negative. So, the answer will be negative 7. Okay? Next, how about adding integers with unlike sign? Magkaiba naman sila ng sign. So, you will subtract their absolute values and you will use the sign of the number with greater absolute value. So, kapag magkaiba naman yung sign ng inyong integer, magma-minus tayo ng kanilang absolute value. And then, ang gagamitin natin na sign ay yung sign ng mas malaking value or number. Okay? So let's have this example on how we add integers with unlike sign. Okay? So next example, we have here negative 5 plus 4. So kung mapapansin nyo, isang negative at isang positive ang i-add. So ano daw yung gagawin? Ima-minus natin ang kanilang absolute value. So let us first get the absolute value of negative 5 and the absolute value of 4. So, bakit po nabago na yung sign? It says that we have to subtract their absolute value. Okay? So, ano po ba ang absolute value ng negative 5? So, we have here 5 minus the absolute value of 4 is 4. So, we have here 1. If we are going to subtract 5 to, or if we're going to subtract 4 from 5. So, the answer here is 1. Ngayon, kokopyahin natin yung sign ng mas malaking number yung absolute value. Okay? So, kanina, or ano po ba yung mas malaki yung value ng ating absolute value? So, negative 5 or negative 4 or 4. So, malinaw po that the greater value is 5. So, ano ba yung sign nito? So, ang sign po niyan ay negative. So, therefore, negative 5 plus positive 4 is equal to negative 1. Okay? Next example, you have 7 plus negative 2. So, nag-add tayo ng isang positive at isang negative number. Okay? So, kapag ganyan, we get their absolute value. Copy. So, absolute value of 7 and the absolute value of negative 2. So, ima-minus natin. So, ang absolute value po ng 7 is 7 and the absolute value of negative 2 is 2. So, therefore, we have here 7 minus 2. So, 7 minus 2 will give you 5. Okay, ngayon, ano daw yung sign ng mas malaking number? Okay, so malinaw po na ang sign ng mas malaking number between 7 and 2 is positive. So, therefore, 7 plus negative 2 is equal to positive 5. Okay, that is on how we add integers using the rule. Okay, so I have here a song on how we add integers using the rule. Okay, so this song is with the tune of Row, Row Your Boat. So if you are familiar with this song, I think you will be easily remember this song about integers. Okay, so this is now to be sing as same sign, add and keep, different sign, subtract. Use the sign of the bigger number, then you'll be exact. Okay? So, from this song, so that simply means that yung magkapareho po na sign, we will just simply add the integers and keep their common sign. So, pag pareho ng sign, ay pag-a-add natin sila at kokopyahin lang natin yung kanilang common sign. Okay? Kapag naman po magkaiba ng sign, okay? Different sign. So, isang positive at isang negative, ano po yung gagawin? Ang gagawin natin naman ay isa-subtract or ima-minus natin. And then, gagamitin natin yung sign ng mas malaking number para makuha natin yung tamang sagot. Okay? So, I hope that this song will be a great help for you to easily remember on how we add integers. Okay? So, thank you for listening, grade 7. I hope that you learned something from this video.